Hi there, it's Janice Thomson from JazzleDazzleCraft.co.uk. I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator and I live and work in Scotland. Today I am filming for my October class in the post. This is the wow card, the pop-up card. So just let me get comfy. This will be a long one. Just you can watch it in parts, you can fast forward the bits you know, you can slow it down or speed it up, whatever works for you. So there are a lot of pieces in this card. In the class instructions you have a list of the measurements, etc. And if you want to make this card, then I am quite happy to sell the PDF to you after class if you're watching later. My words are all mixed up here. Yeah, what I'm saying is the people who buy the class get all the measurements and they get all the bits cut for them. However, if you would like to have a go at this, I can sell the PDF to you. Just send me a wee message. Hopefully I will eventually make it available on my blog, but at the moment it's not. But a wee message to me and I'll be able to send you the PDF so you can make this with whatever you have if you wish to. Now, I saw this fold at a demonstrator only event on Facebook, and it was demonstrated with a completely different suite, I can't remember which one, by one of our Austrian demonstrators, Karine Hobelsberger. And Karine has agreed to allow me to share this with you. She doesn't have a video. She doesn't at the moment do video tutorials or anything. I couldn't even find a blog for her. However, it's just lovely and she was quite happy for me to share it. I have actually sent her photographs of my sample card as well, what I am sharing with you guys. So it's a pop-up. It's just cute. Ties with ribbon, which you don't have to add if you don't like ribbon on. I may have put just a bit too little ribbon on here, but that's okay. So this was my sample. So let's go ahead and make this card. It's going to take a while. But the first thing I will show you, because I think this is the bit that most people want to know, is how to make the mechanism. So you have a strip of card which is scored according to the measurements in your PDF, and two extra pieces here, which are, these pieces are the same height as the strip but wider on each square, and then a centimetre scored on the side of it. So I am just going to show you first of all. So you want this, you're going to end up with this as a, I was going to say a W is the way you want it to fold. So do score and burnish your folds. If I can find my blue folder, I'll just go over them. Just make them nice and straight. Either way, doesn't matter because they fold both directions. But just to get these pieces, these are actually going here. Now, you might want to just snip. You don't have to. I don't think I did in my sample, but you could just gently snip a wee wedge from these flaps, just thin, not a lot. It just helps with the finish, that you maybe won't have bits sticking out. No, I said maybe. Who knows when I'm crafting how perfect or imperfect it will be. So I want to use wet glue for this because I think it might be a bit tricky otherwise. So I've got this piece lying in front of me, kind of how it's going to go. And on this one, I'm just going to add a bit of glue. Now, not a lot, but just maybe flatten it a bit there on that flap. Now, this is going to be popped down here and folded over. Now, the reason I'm folding it over now and just double checking that everything is straight and also that it doesn't interfere with that score fold there, so that that can still come over the top, so it doesn't stop that from folding. Do you see now what we're doing? And then the same on the other side. Just keep trying to keep this in the middle so you can see. Again, just a wee strip of, you can use tape if tearing tape's your thing. I'm just not always good at getting things straight, and I do like the wiggle room that the wet glue affords me. And we are going to cover over these bits. So again, I'm folding that back, popping in here against the score line, but making sure that it won't interfere with the score line. And you'll see why this is not the same measurement as that, because a millimetre or so is taken up there at the fold. So if you think, you know, if you're looking at my measurements, you think, that is why. That is why. But you'll see now that we have this puppy up. Just a little bit of extra interest in your card, and these bits will pop up. So that being done, you would then need to decorate all the pieces that you're going to put on there. However, I have included in my design 2 squares of designer series paper. Now you can put them foil side up, or you can put them, in this card I've put them with the dotty, the B side as I say. It's entirely up to you. I think this time, shall I just do it the other way around, just because I can. So I've got 2 squares here that will go on the square, and leave a wee border. It's just that if we get them on now, then they won't get lost. And then again, so you could do all designer series paper for these squares, or you could do all stamping. Entirely up to you. This paper with the gold foiling is so pretty. So pretty. Then I have got, oh, I'm probably not going to, will I do all this on, will we just stamp? Why not? It'll be a long video, but if you don't want to watch me stamping, you can fast forward. Right, so what I did was I used the stamp set from one of the stamp sets from this, and I used that one there. I probably won't do it all, but I just thought you might want to see how I achieved that. So this is a fairly big stamp, and I'm stamping with Secret C. I put 2 squares together, and stamped right over them both. And then when these go in, you'll see on this card you have the complete image in each part. Just a bit of play for me. You decorate your squares exactly how you want to. So that is those two. We'll do the same on these two. I wouldn't necessarily colour them all in. I do show you on one of the other cards, and the last card of the kit, how these infill stamps work, but just, you never know, I might do that here too. I'm doing it, I'm not doing it, I'm doing it, I'm not doing it, who knows. So again, same thing. We've got those two, so that's like there. Where else do we need stamping? We've got another two. And in this card, they're on the inside here, and you'll see I've stamped sentiment and then around with the other stamps, a different sentiment but the same sort of idea. Just playing with the stamps in the set. I think I'll just leave them to the side just now and show you. The front panel of the card will be this pool party on top of Rio Red, and I stamped on here. Again, just the same stamp that I used inside the card. And I just stamped it 3 times, 1, 2 and 3, but you could also do, and I'm going to do that this time, you could do it up and down because it is a big stamp. I'm just making sure it has enough ink because my short-term memory's not working here today. So I do 1/2 like that. Ink it up again. Really quite nice thin lines on this. So that gives you 2 different ways to stamp the front panel. Again, it's your choice. So I'll just pop that over for in the cleaning pile. And while I've got my glue handy here, let's just put that one on its layer. I'm going to leave these aside till I get the whole card constructed, because these panels can easily be added after construction, and I know that that's the bit that most of you are here for. So let's just see what else we've got to make this card. So you have a die cut to make your sentiment for the front, and then that will go across that panel. Then then you've got, you should be able to choose 2 pieces of designer series paper that are similar pattern and one that's different from your pack. And we'll leave that's for the back. So we'll leave the front piece just now, and we'll stick these 2. See how nice is that as well? Really nice. But we're going for the gold foil, and we're on the more is more, less is more. I don't think these are cut at the same time, no, so it doesn't really matter. It's not, no, that's fine. Right, so we'll just pop these on the card, whichever way round suits you. So the 2 inside panels, unusually, are being decorated here with designer series paper. So the inside of the card is really the interesting part of this card, supposedly. I like the outside too. So but this is, you know, a card that takes a bit of time. So maybe it's for someone special. Now, another mention on the squares, you could put photographs if you wish. I am just going to take a breath just now and check that we are recording, because I did have a bit of an issue earlier on today. I'm closing that up for the moment. Yes, we're still filming. We're 15 minutes in. Oh well, we're getting there. Right, now, what we need to do here is, as I say, we will decorate them after the event, but I know that most of you really want to see this bit. So I have folded this all up as it's going to be in the card. All right. And I am going to put glue on this bit. This is opening up here on my right hand side, and I'm putting glue on there. Again, I'm using a fair bit because, you know, I want this to stay stuck. I'm not going too near this foldy bit because I don't want it to interfere with the folding. I'm going to take that square, see there's the opening part, bring it towards the left hand side, but just maybe about 1/8 of an inch in from the edge of the card. Equal, hopefully equidistant from the top and the bottom. I'm just eyeballing it. If you want to measure, go ahead. Same amount of glue, just staying, you know, not going too near the fold. Just more because I don't want glue to interfere with it. And then this time, bring that other part of the card, the back of the card, over and hold it till the glue grips on both parts. And then when you open it up, voila, you've got a poppy up card. When that's standing on your mantelpiece, you can have it open, and you can have, these could be photographs, could be anything. We'll just close that over just now. Now we have these pieces for the back. We've got a piece of bubble bath card and a piece of white so that we can write our message on the back of the card. So I'm just going to assemble them. Now, on my sample, I have decorated them with strips of designer series paper. So if you do have more of this paper, then you can add those strips. They weren't included in the kit. Just because of the paper being out of stock. It just... Okay. For the back of the card. So it's going to be quite a weighty, bulky card when it's finished. And Janice, you shouldn't be sticking that down yet, should you? Because your ribbon's got to go there, girl. Who forgot that? So I think I changed my measurement from my sample, and on, let's see what I put on the instructions. Did I? Do you know what I haven't actually said in my instructions? How long? Oh yes, I have, approximately 30 centimetres. So let's go with 30. Do you think that? I don't know. That's not enough. I think that's wrong. So let's hope that no one has cut theirs. Let's just have a look here, because I think that piece, well, that was 40. No, 30's not enough. I'm going to go with 50. Whoops. $40 plus another wee bit, because I felt mine was a wee bit short. It will still work if you've cut 30. It will still work. Right. Because I shouldn't have put the glue there, I would normally do this on the front first. But I'm just putting a bit of double-sided tape. I think approximately the middle. Where's my... There it is. So yeah, don't put your glue on first. Put your ribbon on, and this is a bit squint, but it'll be enough to grab the ribbon, and then we'll work from there. You might want to put yours on straight. So I'm going to go with roughly half of my ribbon here. Got my thumb there, which is about half of the card. So let's just attach that there. Let's add a bit more wet glue. Although this glue, it's fine while it's dry. Actually, if I'm just be a bit careful, I don't need to add more. There you go. It is repositional until it's totally dry if you let the surfaces dry before you put them together. Right, so now I want this to come over and match. So another little bit. Actually, there's just a little bit here, which will be enough just to hold it steady. So let me just get the instructions here and mark them ready for the final of the PDF. $50 centimeters. I think that's probably a typing error. I think I maybe had worked that out. Anyway, there we are. And then the next bit we need is our piece of designer series paper stuck over the ribbon, and then so you see that the ribbon is concealed underneath. I love this bit too. This paper is coming back in November. If you like it, you will be able to get it then. Wipe that excess out the way, and then just try and straighten that up a bit, because it did go a bit squint. That's fine. I'm going to... Then this piece goes on with dimensionals. I just feel if I get as many of the bits... Wait, who stole my dimensionals? Come on, give me them back, please. Please, please. Oh dear, maybe I put them away. There's a... Yeah, I did. There's a thing. So this piece here is for the front of the front panel. I put in that because I have no intentions of posting this card. It's going to be quite heavy. This will be one of the ones that is either given to someone in person, or included in a parcel that's going to their household. Okay. If you've forgotten to put your ribbon on and you put that on, then you can put your ribbon underneath this piece. Always an option. There's always another way to achieve the same sort of thing. So that's that bit. Put that over there. Let some of that dry. Now we want to do the sentiment. I'm going to heat emboss the sentiment. So first of all, let me get... So on the sample card I did sending love and joy. This time, this one is, they're all kind of curvy. But I think I'll go with the one that's, where's it gone? Seasons, greetings, where are you? Here we go. Seasons, greetings. Not really something that we say too often in the UK, however, because we've watched so many American movies now, we probably, a lot of people probably do. So let's, or I could send this too. I'm probably not sending it overseas, it's too heavy. Right, I'm rambling, but that's okay. I can ramble. Okay, so I've got my emboss buddy. Just using that because this has been handled a few times, so it will have some oils from my hands, your hands, whoever you. Right, and then I've got my Versamark ink. You could stamp it maybe with white ink or a very, very dark, sort like Secret Sea or something, but a bit of heat embossing. You could do it in gold. I'm choosing to do it in white. So just take your time. Place the stamp onto the die cut. Not too shabby. Then pop that over there. Then try to remember where your tweezers are. I've lost my reverse tweezers that go with my embossing tray. However, I haven't lost my embossing tray, so why don't I bring it out now? Because this is the ideal job for it. Let's give it a wee dust. It has been lying on the shelf. And I'm going to use my white embossing folder. As I say, gold, silver, black would even work. Copper, whatever you've got. Let me just put the lid on that securely so we don't have... That is really good. There's just a little bit here that I maybe didn't want, and other than that, that is looking good. Not too many stray bits. So I just pop these over out of the way somewhere they won't get knocked over. And then get my heat tool. Oh! It's a safety issue. Right, I'm just heating it up. You can turn your sound down if you wish. season's greetings. That was quite handy that that bent back out the way because there was a little bit of embossing powder over there, but I've been able to clean that off. How pretty is that? Let's just check that we're still filming. Yes, we are. We're half an hour in, but hey, that's not too bad. Not too bad. But then given that, oh, you know, all the cutting and measuring was done prior, but never mind. Right, dimensionals on here. So these are really nice dies in this set as well. So that's traditional labels. I managed to dig it out of the box that's for Sunday. I should have done it prior to starting the other two videos. So this, it's great, and the dies that go with it are not here. Very good. I think they're already... I need to dig them out. Not very good demonstrator, am I, today? Anywho, you know that this is all in the traditional Christmas suite. And then this is just going over the top there. And that finishes off the front. I think just give it a wee polish up. Get all the embossing powder off the way. And then what have we got left to do? Shall we do a little bit of colouring? If you want to leave now, that's absolutely fine, because all I'm going to do now is put these bits in here. I'm going to colour them up. So, okay, so I don't know which bit goes with which now. I think that one goes with that one. And that one goes with that one. Yeah, it's just because the flower's not. So I'll just show you the colouring idea here, which of course I've not cleaned that from when I used it previously. So what colours have I got around me? I did have. I had cherry cobbler. Have I popped that in the wrong bag now? Want something from my flowers. I think I might have just well, what do you know, real red has appeared. I just have to double check everything. Cherry cobbler's disappeared and real red has appeared. What do you think? Do you think my desk needs a bit of a tidy? Oh my goodness, I'm jumping around here. Right, I've got a green and I've got a red, so I can show you what we did here, and maybe I'll get the pink in a minute. Shall I just get it down while I'm standing? Bubble bath. That's a mystery where the cherry cobbler went. Oh no, it's there, but we don't need it. Do you know that? I just need to know where things are. Right, so let's get this stamp set out. First of all, we've already got this little flower. So let's go round to make this little flower on all of these red. That's not very good stamping, Janice Thomson. Maybe this needs re-inked. Maybe that's good that I've found that out. Yeah, I think maybe it does. But I don't want it to be too juicy for the event, because then the ladies will have issues with it. just look for that shape and do them all. That one's a bit squint, so just move your stamp slightly and you get the shadow, but that actually enhances it rather than spoils it. Okay, clean that one off. That's all the little flowers done. And then we've got the more open one here. And the poinsettia I'm going to use, and these little leaves. Right, so let's get this one. Now again, you need to line that up, though there's this petal here kind of flicks at the side, so I'm using that as my guide. If you can get your head over the top, actually, you'll see better what you're doing, but I don't want to fight with my camera. So you see with these stamps that this won't take you very long to do the colouring part. It's really fun. And you can use these on their own, which I'll show you in the other two wee squares in a moment. So that's all of those. Put that over on the big block to get, and then we'll bring the poinsettia in and bubble bath. Now, you might, I don't want to lose that, just pop that on a block so that it doesn't ping away. Right, so now we need to decide which end is which, because I've mixed them up as usual. Right, so which poinsettia are you? You're not that one. So these two must go together. Yes, you'll see the image lines up. So pop these together. I just want to show you the wee secret of this. You see that there? Just try not to let that move. Now you'll see that this poinsettia looks a bit odd because it's got this kind of funny bit that looks like it's been bitten out of it. But that actually, I hope, lines up here. Now this is not easy for me to do, but you'll see that that lines up so that that is going underneath the red flower. Yeah. Yay! So we have a pink poinsettia. And again, just aiming that bite around that flower, looking through your stamp and getting that as lined up as you can. I'm cool with that. I'll pop that away now and get the wee leaf out. Close this up for the moment. Well done if you're still with me. I'm not needing these to be together anymore, so I can just ink up. I've got Granny Apple green here, which is a green that does feature. So we just stamp that over the leaves. Look at my shake going on here. I do actually have a natural shudder that I've had since I was a child. So don't worry about it. It's nothing new. At least I'm not worried about it. No point in worrying. Too much energy used in worrying, isn't there? Okay, so, oh no, there's this one. It just brings it to life, doesn't it, add in the colour. But I think these images are equally beautiful uncoloured, because the line art is just gorgeous. Then I have these two squares here. So I'll quickly do a sentiment on these. I think I did. The and bright. And where's the merry? I think merry and bright is a bit of fun, isn't it? And what did I have on the front of my card? Season's greetings. So happy. Will Christmas fit across? Oh yes, it will. Right. We might as well just finish this card. If you don't want to stay, I won't be offended. Where's my secret sea gone? Come back here. So, I do. At least I'll have a finished card if I keep going. Christmas. Merry Christmas, happy. Yeah, happy Christmas. But happy Christmas on that one. And I'm going to just put this all together. We're going to do merry and bright. Now, I've put them on, but you could go over and just check from that side how they're looking. Maybe you want to put the merry a little bit closer. Merry and bright. You can stamp them separately. Completely your choice. But I like the way that the stamps are separate, so you can mix and match the words the way you like them. Right, so that is what I did. And then I took the poinsettia stamp. I've not actually double checked again, but this is from memory. And the bubble bath. And I see the bit that's the bite that looks a bit odd, just leave it off. Have it coming off the card. And just randomly stamp around the edge, but keep the bite off. And this one, similar idea. I mean, it looks equally okay without the decorative edge, but do you know, we have these gorgeous stamps. Let's use them. And this is our wow card, so you know, I'm going to use this, decorate it as much as we can. And then I possibly did the leaves, but there's also this little wee pine stamp there. It's like a wee pine piece. Let's just pop some of that in and around. Now, as I have pointed out, this is not a quick card, but it is a fun card. So let's just add a bit of green in here. Now I am like stamping and then pivoting it and stamping it again. Pivot, keep the end of it much the same place. Just wherever you think. Maybe another one in here. That's enough on that one. Just fill in the gaps, really. That one might even have a third look. Done. Beautiful. Although I do say it myself, but we will close these up before we have a messy accident. And we've got our 6 pieces now. So when we open our card up, because I've done these double images, we'll put them in the middle, but they don't have to be, do you know, you can decorate this as you wish. So I'm going to put the Happy Christmas. This is not as easy as if you do this before you assemble it. That's great. But I didn't know if I had the time to film the whole lot. But do you know what? We've done it. And it gives me another finished card that I'll be able to use at Christmas time. So again, pop that in straight as you can. And then this one at the back if you want. As I say, this could be anything. It could be photos, it could be a personal message, anything. Could do your writing in one of these and not need the back panel that we've given you. So again, your choice. Right, now let's see if we can match these up, because they will look odd if they're not matched up. That definitely, that too. And that works. Right, okay, so I need a cup of tea after this. And just take your time. She says, try to get it straight. And this one. Making sure the poinsettia is to the centre. And you'll see that this more or less covers over the join piece there. There you go. And this time it's not so difficult to tie a bow. This ribbon does have a back and a front, so you might want to faff with it to get it just right. I'm going to take that bit off. I'll have to photograph it in a minute anyway. So there's the original. As I say, that ribbon just needs to be a little bit longer. But